In this video, I'm going to show you how you can total the hours from a self-scheduling schedule. In this organization, they need 24-hour, 7-day-a-week coverage, and they're allowing their staff to choose the hours that they want to work each week. Now, this is a 2-week schedule, so they can pick the hours they want. Now, it would be easy just to count how many shifts you have, but that's not going to tell you how many hours are being covered. So what we've done is I've created another sheet and I've translated the hours that they have written in here into a graph of what the hours that are covered. So let's click on the second sheet, and here you have, so they work from 7 until 6, and here you have the totals of how many people are working. Now, if you look at this schedule, we seem to be missing, we don't have anybody in the last hour, so to 6 o'clock. What we could do is employee 5, if we talk to them and possibly have them start an hour later and go an hour longer, then that would cover our shift and we would be good to go. So let's go back to our original sheet. And so this is employee 5. And so I'm going to change employee 5, to change the name to Barb so I know which one we're working on. Okay, now they have down that they want to work from 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning. So possibly we could talk them into changing it so that it would be 1800 to 6 o'clock in the morning. So assuming that we've talked to them and everything's fine, what we're going to do is we're going to change this, and then we're going to run it again. So let me click away to make sure I got it. Okay, and then we're going to click total hours, and this is hooked up to my macro. And it takes a minute to run. Okay, so now let's go to our period totals, and let's go back to where we were in the very first one. There you can see that we have all our hours covered, and you can see that it's copied, the name has changed on both of them. Now, I've done this so that it copies the employees, just because you have quite often staff changes in an organization. These people have 35 employees, or 35 employees, and you probably have people coming and going periodically. So let me show you how I did this. So this is my code. The macro is called total hours. And the first thing that we're doing is I'm saying worksheet equals ActiveSheet. And this is so that you can have as many time periods in there as you want, and it will work on any one of them. Now, I've declared sheet name as a string. And so it's with the ActiveSheet, work name equals ActiveSheet.Name. And so sheet name equals work name plus total. So this is what we're this is what we're naming our new worksheet that we're creating. Now, for each of the worksheets, what we're doing is we're checking to see if there's already one there. So if we've made one and we've made adjustments, it's going to delete this, and then it's going to create a new one. So we've hidden our template for for this, and now we're making it visible, and then we're copying it, and we're copying it to the end of the sheets, and now we're going to hide it again. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we've declared row is 3 and column is 2, because that's where we're starting. And so we're going to go back to our original sheet, and we're going to copy the names from the first column, and then we're going to put them on our new sheet, and we're going to put them in the first column so that we have the current names on each one. Now, I've used a case select here to define which column refers to which row in the sheet, the new sheet that we've created. And then the next thing what we're doing is we're going down each of the time periods that they put in, and we're seeing if it's a number. We're looking to see if the first number is a number, so that if they would have vacation or time off or something else that was not a number, then it would just ignore it. And so that if it's a number, then it's going to take the first two digits of that value, and then it's doing some thing here. It's checking to see whether it's 5 or 6, and then what it's going to do is put an arrow saying that it's gone before the time that was the starting time. And now what it's doing here is if it's 1 to 4, the system gets confused. So then what I'm doing is I'm saying the copy sheet is going to be 15 rows over. Okay, so now what we're doing is we found the start time, and so what we're doing is we're looking for the dash. And so the end time is at so the initial position is where we're going to find the dash in there. And then we're going to the mid active cell range, initial position +1. So we're not taking the spot where the dash is. We're going 1 over, and then we're going for 2. So that's going to give us our end row. And now once again, we have end is 7 or 8 or 9 or 10, then we're going to show that it's gone over the intended end time. So now what we've done is we've gone to our copy sheet, and then what we're doing is sheet name cells TC1 value equals worksheet cells. So what we're doing is we're copying the date on the top to make so that we have the right values for each week. And then we're going to go and we're looking for the value of the start time, and we're going from TC, which is the copy cells, to +26, so to make sure we get all the 24 hours in, and we're finding the start value in there. Now, the second thing we're doing is we're looking for the end value, and we're going. So what we're doing with the start value is we're putting in an X there to say that this is the start time. And then we're going to the end value and we're putting in an X there. Now what we're doing is we're putting in an X next to all of the cells in between the two X's. So it's do X until we find another X, or active cell is the start time. So then we go on to the next column. I will, of course, include all this code in the description of my video. Please subscribe.